Hello guys, and welcome back to the channel. So guys, this story disturbs and upsets me more than a little bit, and it goes a long way to explain why the Nigerian national team never does well in any of the major championships. They never do at least as well as they should do for a country with a population of our size and with a love of football that we have. So now yesterday I brought you the story of David Alaba, a Nigerian footballer of Austrian birth, who came out in the media to say that he was asked for bribe to play for the Golden Eaglet. So that story I brought to you yesterday or the day before. So now this coming out of David Alaba to put this story in the public space has now opened the floodgate for other footballers to come and speak about their experiences. And the name being accused in this particular story is rather upsetting because it's one of the icons of the Nigerian footballing space. So guys, I bring you this. Like David Alaba, another Nigerian footballer, Dixon Nwakaeme, claims Samson Siasia asked him to pay to join his team in 2008. So Samson Siasia asked this chap, Dixon, to pay him before he could join the squad in 2008. Yesterday, David Alaba, Bayern Munich star, accused coaches of the Golden Eaglet of denying him the opportunity to join the Nigerian squad at the 2007 FIFA World Cup in South Korea because he refused to pay bribe. Reacting to the story, another Nigerian footballer, Dixon Nwakaeme, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, Dixon Nwakaeme, a professional footballer who plays as a forward for Pahang FA in Malaysia Super League, shared a similar experience. In his words, the way Siasia asked me to pay for Beijing 2008, so sad. They are killing our football and talent. So these are the words that this Dixon, I'm not going to attempt his last name again. So these are the words that this Dixon has now put out in the public space via his social media to back up what that David Alaba said yesterday. So that this now goes a long way to explain why the Nigerian national team never does as well as we expect them to do at all these major championships. And then you look at the squad and the team sometimes and you wonder how some of these players made it onto the team. Even made it onto the squad, never mind made it onto the first 11, because there are certain names who are just dead wood. For every first 11 that Nigeria puts out on the World Cup, there are two or three dead woods in the first 11 that are not really their merit, and you don't really see what they're doing, and they don't really contribute anything to the team. So then you then have the remaining the remaining 8 rather, carrying all this dead wood, and then you wonder why we then lose games that we should win. And then the reason why we lose the games that we should win is now being explained in these players now coming out to say that, look, to get onto the national team is not really what you're able to do on the football field, but how much you're able to pay to the coaching staff. And we're talking hard currencies, and we're talking thousands of dollars. So this effectively is how you get onto the Nigerian national team. This is really quite depressing, and something should be done about it. Some people should be prosecuted, questions should be asked, and really we shouldn't let this go, because the one thing that binds that country together is football. When there's a football tournament on, the whole country comes together to cheer on the Super Eagles. But then even when to get on the squad is bribery and corruption, is there nothing then that is sacred within the Nigerian space that is exempt from these corrupt practices? This is very sad and very depressing, but now is something that we've always known goes on, but the players are now coming out to name names. Samson Siasia, of all names, a footballer of repute, is now being accused. So now over to you, Samson Siasia, because we are demanding answers for this one. We don't play with football in Nigeria because it's the one thing, as I said, that binds us as a nation, and it's very depressing to hear all these players now come out to say that to get onto the national team is really down to the color of your dollar and the volume of it, rather than anything that you have in terms of footballing ability. So, corruption in the football space, that is the topic of conversation for this video. What says you? Come have that chat with me in the comment section. But before you come have that chat with me in the comment section, click on the red subscribe button so it goes gray. Click on the bell button as well, that way you are notified every time I drop a new video. Then come, let's have this chat about the goings on within the NFA in the comment section. So I'll leave you here, meet you in the comment section, but here I say peace.